In this video, I'll walk you through the best business banks for your LLC and how to choose the right bank based on your situation. And if you want dedicated support, contact StartGlobal to help you choose and open a bank account for your LLC without any rejections and delays. With 4.7-star rating, StartGlobal has helped form more than 3,000 LLCs for founders across 150-plus countries. StartGlobal is backed by respected Silicon Valley leaders, including Biz Stone, co-founder of Twitter, and Balaji Srinivasan, former CTO of Coinbase. It is also part of the Techstars Global Startup Network. You'll find the link in the description. Quick note before we dive in. This video is specifically for eligible US or non-US founders with a compliant US LLC who want remote account opening. Approval doesn't depend only on the bank you choose. It depends on your country, business model, and documentation. With that out of the way, let's get into the banks that work best. Bank 1. Let's start with Mercury. This is one of the most popular and reliable options for non-US founders. Mercury is a digital business banking platform built for internet-first companies, startups, agencies, SaaS businesses, and global founders. To open a bank account in Mercury, you don't need a US Social Security number, you can apply remotely, and it works very well with Stripe and PayPal Business. Mercury also offers clean, modern dashboards, multiple checking and savings accounts, virtual and physical debit cards, and strong integrations with tools. Now, an important reality check. Mercury approvals are not guaranteed. Rejections usually happen due to unsupported countries, high risk or unclear business models, or weak or inconsistent documentation. This isn't unique to Mercury, it's how compliance works. This is one of the banks StartGlobal regularly helps founders apply to. We make sure the LLC setup and documentation are aligned before submitting the application, so you don't get rejected unnecessarily. Bank 2. Now let's talk about Lili. Lili is best suited for solo founders, consultants, and small service businesses with simpler needs. It offers a clean and easy-to-use interface, built-in expense tracking, tax buckets to set money aside automatically, and compatibility with Stripe and PayPal in many cases. Lili can be a good starting point if you don't need complex setups, multiple users, or advanced cash flow structures. That said, it's not ideal for larger teams, complex ownership structures, or businesses that expect to scale quickly. For founders who want a simpler setup, StartGlobal often recommends Lili as an early option. StartGlobal also helps make sure it fits your business model before you apply, so you don't get rejected unnecessarily. Bank 3. Next is Relay. Relay is a great option if you want more structure and clearer control over your business finances as your operations grow. Relay allows you to create multiple checking accounts under one LLC. For example, one for income, one for taxes, one for payroll, one for operating expenses. This makes it especially useful for agencies, service businesses, teams with multiple members. Relay also supports multiple users with role-based access, virtual and physical debit cards, accounting integrations like QuickBooks and Xero, and it works well with Stripe and PayPal. Where Relay is slightly less strong than Mercury is international wires, but for day-to-day operations and clean financial structure, it's an excellent choice. Now let's talk about a couple of supporting options. Wise Business is not a traditional US bank, but it plays a very important role. Wise is excellent for holding and converting multiple currencies, receiving international payments, paying vendors globally, with low FX fees. Most founders use Wise alongside a US bank like Mercury or Relay, not as a replacement. Novo is another digital business banking option. It's simple, Stripe-friendly, and some non-US founders do get approved. However, approvals for non-US residents tend to be less predictable compared to Mercury. This is why we usually position Novo as a backup option or a secondary account for very simple businesses. Now, this part is important. Many founders ask about banks like Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and many others. In most cases, these do not work for non-US founders. Why? Because they usually require US residency or citizenship, a US social security number, a US address, and an in-person branch visit. If you cannot visit the US and want fully remote setup and operations, these banks are generally not viable options. How to choose the right bank for your LLC. Here's the framework you should actually use. Step 1. Eligibility. Does the bank support non-US founders from your country? Does your business model fit their risk profile? Step 2. Remote onboarding. You should not need a US SSN, a US utility bill, or a visit to the US. Step 3. Payment processor compatibility. Make sure the bank works smoothly with Stripe and PayPal Business. Step 4. Operational fit. Only after eligibility and compliance. Think about team size, sub-accounts, and international payments. But here's what most people realize at this point. Choosing a bank is the easy part. Getting approved is where things get tricky. That's exactly where StartGlobal comes in. We help you choose the right bank for your situation and make sure your LLC setup, documentation, and compliance are aligned before you apply so you don't get rejected. If you want to open a bank account for your LLC without any issues, contact us at StartGlobal. We handle the entire setup end-to-end from LLC formation, registered agent, EIN, and compliance guidance. StartGlobal has already helped over 3,000 companies across 150 countries set up their LLC in the US. Rated 4.7 stars, we're trusted by entrepreneurs worldwide. And the entire process is 100% online, accessible from anywhere in the world. You get transparent, all-inclusive pricing with no hidden fees and a 100% refund guarantee. Plus, you get 24-hour human support whenever you need it. Here's what global founders have to say about StartGlobal and its service.
When I wanted to take my business global, StartGlobal made the entire journey effortless. They helped me with everything from setting up my international company to supporting bank accounts and handling all tax matters. Thanks to their expertise, Skybit's Academy is now operating internationally and I'm thrilled with the results. If you're looking to expand globally, I highly recommend StartGlobal for their outstanding support and professionalism.
I was amazed at the speed. I was able to open a US bank account in just a little time. Highly recommended. StartGlobal is good. I have tried many options for getting a US bank account, and finally I did. So if you want to open a US business bank account the right way for your LLC, click the link in the description and get started with StartGlobal.